Rarely do we find ourselves facing complicated days without apparent reason. These moments test our existence, but those who possess wisdom have the power to transform a difficult day into a positive one. This ability resides in their minds and guides them through to the end without succumbing to weakness. Inner strength, in the Stoic context, represents an individual's ability to face life's challenges with tranquility and rationality, maintaining emotional balance regardless of external circumstances. According to the Stoics, even though we cannot control external events, we have full control over our reactions and attitudes towards them. Therefore, true inner strength lies in the ability to accept what we cannot change and act with virtue in the face of what we can influence. Stoic philosophy teaches us that the ability to face adversity develops through the awareness that difficulties are an integral part of the human condition. Accepting the inevitabilities of life rather than resisting them allows inner strength to grow. Stoics promote emotional detachment from external circumstances, recognizing that the true source of happiness resides within us and not outside. Epictetus, one of the main Stoic philosophers, emphasizes the importance of distinguishing what is under our control from what is not. By focusing our energy on aspects we can influence, such as our attitudes, values, and ethical choices, we strengthen our inner strength. This conscious direction is crucial for achieving serenity amid chaos. The Stoic practice of attention to the present moment, known as mindfulness in the contemporary era, represents another pillar of inner strength. Marcus Aurelius, emperor and philosopher, invites us to reflect daily on the fleeting nature of life and the transience of experiences. In this way, awareness of the present becomes a powerful tool for facing external pressures, anchoring us in the here and now, and allowing us to confront challenges with clarity and composure. Stoicism does not reject human emotions, but rather provides guidance for understanding and directing them constructively. Sadness, anger, and fear are acknowledged, but Stoic philosophy encourages the transformation of these emotions into virtuous actions. This involves recognizing the validity of emotions without allowing them to dominate our thoughts or govern our actions. At the heart of Stoicism is the belief that true happiness is inseparably linked to wisdom and virtue. Without inner strength based on wisdom, an individual is at the mercy of life's vicissitudes, vulnerable to its unpredictable variations. The inability to cope with inevitable setbacks can trigger a cycle of despair, anxiety, and disappointment. The lack of inner strength also manifests in the absence of self-control. The Stoics assert that true freedom resides in mastering our reactions to external events rather than becoming slaves to them. Those lacking this self-control often end up prisoners of uncontrollable emotions, becoming puppets of circumstances. Anger, fear, and sadness, if not properly guided by reason, can turn into chains that imprison the tranquility of the mind. Another crucial element in Stoicism is the notion of serene acceptance. The lack of inner strength can generate a stubborn resistance to the realities of life. The inability to accept what cannot be changed leads to a constant internal conflict, fueling a cycle of frustration and discontent. Serenity that arises from acceptance eludes those who neglect to cultivate their inner strength. The lack of this strength also compromises the ability to enjoy the present. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of living in the present moment, appreciating the simple joys of life. Those lacking inner strength risk being overwhelmed by concerns related to the past or the future, thus missing out on the unique richness of the present. This lack of presence can result in a superficially lived life, devoid of genuine meaning and appreciation. Furthermore, the absence of inner strength can have a significant impact on interpersonal relationships. A lack of resilience in the face of adversity can lead to fragile and unstable relationships. The inability to handle conflicts constructively can result in emotional isolation, undermining precious connections. The absence of inner strength, as illustrated by Stoicism, creates an existential void, turning life into a succession of purposeless and disorderly reactions. Stoic philosophy, highlighting the vital importance of inner strength, offers a path to a more complete, resilient, and authentic life. Those who overlook this essential strength risk wandering in a sea of uncertainty, deprived of the true inner peace that Stoicism so wisely promotes. In the Stoic context, Inner strength is not just a shield against the storms of life, but a guide for a full existence. It manifests in the ability to discern between what is under our control and what is not, focusing our energy on what we can influence, our choices, values, and attitudes. In this way, we cultivate an inexhaustible source of personal power. This awareness frees us from the slavery of external circumstances and grants us the ability to actively shape our destiny. Resilience derived from inner strength is like an anchor that keeps us steadfast in the face of life's storms. Stoicism recognizes that suffering is inevitable, but how we respond to it is our choice. The presence of inner strength equips us with the ability to face challenges with tranquility and courage, transforming adversity into opportunities for growth. In the face of difficulties, Stoics encourage us to adopt an attitude of serene acceptance, a posture that not only lightens the emotional burden, but also allows us to thrive amid adversity. Serenity and acceptance indeed constitutes one of the sweetest fruits of inner strength. In a world where change is constant and often unpredictable, the ability to calmly accept what we cannot change becomes an inexhaustible source of inner peace. This acceptance is not passive resignation, but rather a conscious choice to focus our efforts on what we can control, instead of wasting energy fighting unyielding forces. Inner strength also manifests in the practice of mindfulness, a valuable tool for reconnecting with the present moment. Stoicism teaches us to value the transience of life and seize the opportunities of the present. Mindfulness, or prososh, as the Stoics called it, is a daily practice that allows us to immerse ourselves deeply in the experience of the current moment, enriching our lives with keen awareness and renewed appreciation. Furthermore, inner strength contributes to strengthening interpersonal bonds. Resilience in the face of adversity fosters healthier relationships. Now you are the protagonist of your life. Avoid being just a mere spectator. Share in the comments of this video why you embrace Stoicism and observe who will interact with you. Subscribe to the channel to not miss any wisdom that I will soon share.